I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. She was arrested back in February on charges that she tried to run over police officers with a stolen car. 17-year-old Tavia Alvarez was shot 3 times during that incident. Today, the Plattekill teen pleaded not guilty to a series of charges at her arraignment in Dutchess County Court, including the felonies of attempted assault and reckless endangerment. A grand jury concluded that Alvarez led police on a chase over the Newburgh-Beacon Bridge. It ended when she tried to run over officers with the stolen car and was wounded by gunfire. After being allowed to go home to receive medical treatment, Alvarez got into more trouble, allegedly stealing 2 other cars in the town of Lloyd. As for the shots fired, the grand jury concluded that the police use of force was justified. Alvarez continues to be held on $100,000 bail in Ulster County Jail. It took hours to clean up the debris and get traffic moving again following a chain reaction collision that involved 3 cars and 2 tractor-trailer rigs yesterday afternoon in the eastbound lanes of Interstate 84 between the Matamoros and Milford, Pennsylvania exits. According to state police, a tractor-trailer rear-ended a minivan that was stopped in traffic because of construction. The minivan was pushed into another car. The rig then crashed into a BMW convertible, which was pushed into a second tractor trailer. 5 people were hospitalized, 4 of them with severe injuries. The driver of the tractor trailers were not hurt. Police were continuing their investigation to determine if any charges will be filed. Officials in the Minisink Valley School District are hoping for better budget luck today. District residents are being asked to consider an $85.9 million budget that includes a 9.4% tax levy increase. The spending plan is about $500,000 less than the budget that was rejected by Minisink voters last month. That one included a 10.6% hike in the tax levy. If the budget goes down again, the district will operate under contingency budget for the 2nd straight year. Polls throughout the district will be open until 9 tonight. Once the votes are tallied, you'll be able to get the results here at Record Online. Well, the tips came from staff members at Valley Central High School, and they involved the sale of marijuana. Police in the towns of Newburgh and Montgomery began a month-long investigation that culminated in a raid of a residence at 19 Holiday Park Drive in the town of Newburgh. Inside was found quantities of marijuana, as well as a scale and packaging materials. Arrested were 21-year-old Janelle Ware, a resident of the house, and 19-year-old Crystal Reynoso of Montgomery. Both were charged with criminal possession of marijuana. Hundreds of dollars in cash and a Mercedes were also seized by police. In the most significant change to U.S. cigarette packaging in 25 years, the Food and Drug Administration has released 9 new warning labels that show in graphic detail the negative health effects of tobacco use. The cigarette pack images include rotting and diseased teeth and gums and a man with a tracheotomy smoking. The labels will take up the top half of a pack of cigarettes. Tobacco companies have until the fall of 2012 to comply with the mandated changes. According to the FDA, about 46 million adults currently smoke cigarettes in the U.S. Tobacco is blamed for about 443,000 deaths in this country each year. And it is called the Ride to Remember, and what the participants want us not to forget are the men and women who return home with wounds from their military service in Iraq and Afghanistan. Yesterday, the 6 long-distance bicycle riders stopped at City Hall in Middletown, where they got a key to the city from Mayor Joe DeStefano. The riders are veterans or active servicemen who are in the middle of a 575-mile trip between Washington, D.C. and Boston, a fundraising awareness ride to benefit the Wounded Warrior Project.
The goal is to raise awareness for the Wounded Warrior Project, and the Wounded Warrior Project is an organization out of Jacksonville, Florida that raises money for wounded soldiers coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan to help them recover. Because I think we all feel strong about it, because we all know somebody who's either served or is serving and has come back injured from the war.
The Ride to Remember began June 18th. $15,000 has been raised so far. DiMarzio is hoping to reach the goal of $20,000 for the Wounded Warrior Project by the time he and his fellow bike riders pedal into Boston on Friday. Well, be prepared for higher levels of humidity over the next few days. Tomorrow will be mostly cloudy with a chance of thunderstorms. High temperatures will be up around 80 degrees. Looks to be the same story on Thursday with more clouds, humidity, and showers likely. The highs will once again top out at around 80 degrees. Keep clicking back here at Record Online to find news when it breaks and get all the stories in detail in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.